Hello again, everybody. I am Jeff Opens Cards with a much overdue Splinterforge update and announcement video. Now, if you didn't see the first video, definitely check that out if you don't know anything about Splinterforge, especially. You can find that way up in the top corner there in the iCards. Definitely watch that first if you don't know about Splinterforge and you want to know more, so this all makes more sense. Within that account, within that video, I namely use the account 2/3 Wizard as a basically fresh new account on Splinterforge for myself. And I show within the previous video, spoiler alert, that for at most 50 DEC for 2 days, so 25 DEC per day, you could rent cards specifically for the lineup of the boss that was available in Bronze at that point in time. For me personally, it was more like 24 DEC because I had a few of the cards, but I want to use like worst case example, roundup, etc., etc. So long story short, for what could have, should have, would have been at most 50 DEC for the 2 days, I then wanted to play that account for the 48 hours until those rentals expired to see how much I could get. While I can already see the results on the screen, finished with 5,649 Forgium. Take off the 50 DEC because it's basically a 1-to-1 ratio. It can stray by like 5% at most, I think I've seen. Right now it's like 2 or 3% last I looked, but basically you could swap the now 5,649 Forgium. Could definitely get over 5,000 DEC for that easily just by swapping. Now most of that did, however, come from leaderboard. So you can see here I apparently did a total of, 101 battles. So the battles where I quote-unquote tried, got 12.5 Forge. Battles I didn't try, didn't get very much Forge because that was just by throwaway ones, like reset things. I had a few that were underperformances, but basically 12.51 was the max per battle, and less than 1 Forgium if I was just doing a 15 mana throwaway battle. And then in the end, did end up on the leaderboard, which got me 5,000 Forgium. Now, if doing that now, today, because this is outdated, you can see here this is 2 weeks ago, very slow to get this video out to you guys. More and more people are playing, thanks to me, Tails, again, Magic, others doing videos for it. I see it on Splinterforge TV a lot, so more people are getting into the game. So it is getting hard to get leaderboard. Now, if I didn't get the leaderboard, I still would have 650 Forgium on 50 DEC of rentals, which is still insane ROI. You can do similar things in higher leagues, but long story short, it's getting very hard to get in leaderboard. I was just on my main account yesterday. The gold boss did not last all that long. I think it spawned and died within less than 24 hours, I think. I have to double check my stats, but I focused fully on that boss. I had full stamina when that boss was spawned, and I could not get on the leaderboard. I did die in the middle of the night so I probably had stamina before it died, but when I went to sleep with my stamina exhausted, I was like 120th on the leaderboard. And just a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, if I did that same effort, I would have likely been in the top 70 or top 80 on the gold boss, which, just to show you here, gold boss, so top 70. Now, this can change boss to boss at times, but basically would have been, we'll just round down and say at least 7,500 Forge, and maybe as much as 12,500. So I would have gotten around 10,000 Forgium normally. But I got 0 for leaderboard. I do still get Forgium rewards. I was getting upwards of like 35 Forge per battle I was doing. So still adds up pretty nice. And on my main account, I just have the cards already. I'll rent like a Black Dragon or something like that here or there for not all that much. Or like a Hobgoblin, depending on the boss I'm battling. But anyways, long story short here, if I didn't already say that, is that, again, it's hard to get on leaderboards, but I would like to get on leaderboards. Therefore, my announcement is that I want to do a bulk buy. And I am planning to get, so you can see up here the bonuses, 10% bonus for 50 plus, 15% bonus for 250 plus, 20% bonus for 1,000 plus. I, by myself, am going to do the 20% bonus for Alpha Crates, which means getting, whoops, that's too many zeros, 1,000, which will get 200 bonus packs as well, for 3 million Forge, and I plan to get 250 enhancement bags for 1,000 Forge. Well, I will use DEC for the Alpha Crates most likely, depending on how swaps go, and Forge for Hands and Banks. But I don't want to hog them all for myself. So those of you who want to join in on this, I'm going to do this as a group buy offering. So go to my next tab here. So here's my little nifty spreadsheet, super nifty. So you can see here, I already got on here what I plan to do personally. I will make basically no profit on this. I might, depending on like rounding and stuff, maybe make a little bit on certain things. That the main thing I stand to potentially benefit, just full disclosure, Milo, you're kind of in the way. Full disclosure is I might end up with an extra airdrop or something. Now, if you do enough to qualify for an airdrop by yourself, I'll make sure you get the airdrop. The next airdrop on each is at 250 is your guaranteed. But then the one after that, I think, is 275, then 300, and then 325, I believe. I have to double check that. But basically, you'll only get the airdrop from the group buy through me if you buy enough to qualify for it for yourself. And at that point, you might just want to prefer to do it yourself if you're buying that many anyway. That's up to you. So the minimum buys for this will be, as I highlighted here in the top line. So for alpha crates, 15,000 DEC. Now, if you're doing this, I want only DEC receipt for alpha crates and only forging receipt for enhancement bags. Just helps keep them straightforward. And like I said, they're generally a 1-to-1 ratio, and you can swap one for the other, etc., etc. Now, if you're planning to do like, I don't know, say at least like 5 to 10 times the minimum, and for alpha crates you want to do forge them instead of DEC because it's cheaper for you, just communicate that with me. But in the end, I will likely be making the purchase with DEC for alpha crates anyway. So otherwise I have to convert it otherwise. So forget what I just said. If you're doing alpha crates, it's DEC, period. If you're doing enhancement bags, it's forgium, period. Okay, because always it's going to get too messy, and I want this to be as streamlined as possible. So I have this auto calculator here. This will take the amount of DEC divided by 3,000 because that's how much each one is, and then multiply it by 1.2 because I myself am doing enough to qualify for the 20% bonus. So for every 15,000 DEC you spend, if you did it yourself, you would get 5 crates. 5 times 3,000 being 15,000. But if you do it through me, through this group buy, you would get 6 crates. So every 15,000 DEC you spend, you will basically get 1 free crate, essentially, unless you were buying enough yourself to get bonuses yourself. But again, to get the 20% bonus, you would have to buy 1,000 of them, which I don't think very many people are going to be doing because that's kind of a lot. I'm doing it, but I'm special. And then enhancement bags, the minimum will be 28,000 forgium. So just because of rounding and stuff, I will make a very, very small profit on the enhancement bags. Now, if you're buying a larger amount, we can figure out a possibly more exact math or something. Just communicate with me directly for that. But because a 15% bonus, I want it to be as small as possible of a requirement without being just awkward. So for 28,000 forgium, you'll get 8 bags. That's normally enough to buy 7 with 1 bonus. Because I'm buying enough to qualify for the 15% bonus with 250 bags. Now, if this gets more demand than I expect it to, and we actually end up as a group getting enough for 1,000 bags and a 20% bonus, I'll adjust accordingly and give you guys more bags. I'll just do the math. It will always round down. So like if you were matching my 1,000 forgium, you would get 287 bags, not 287 and a half, because I can't work in halves. It just doesn't work. But yeah, so you can see here, you would technically be given, it would be 8.05. So basically if 20 people do the minimum of 28,000 forged through me, I'll end up with 1 extra bag that I quote unquote profit or bag. Haha. So not trying to get a profit on this, just I don't want to lose money on it either, obviously. It shouldn't be too much legwork to just transfer the packs to you guys. And like I said, I don't expect anyone to qualify for the airdrops. Because like I said, if you're buying enough to qualify for the airdrop, you might deem you're better off just doing your own buy anyway. Since there's the chance you get more than 1 airdrop if you do 250 or more packs. But that's for you to decide. But yeah, I think I'm just kind of talking in circles. So this is the layout. And if you do want to participate, link down below in the description for my Discord. And then once you get into the Discord, go to the... So this is, scroll all the way to the top right now, Jeff Opens Cards crew. So under Hive, we have SF for Splinterforge, group by. I had Splinterforge, but then it like cuts off and it's hard to read. So I want to make sure you could see the entire title. And then I have a description here too, which I guess just for transparency's sake, I'll just read to you guys. Milo, you're in the way again. This is the start of the Splinterforge group buy channel. Comment here if you are participating in our Splinterforge group / bulk buy. Comment with the username you are sending DEC or Forge from and in what amount / what for. If wanting crates, you should send DEC in multiples of 15,000. If wanting bags, you should send Forge in multiples of 28,000. All DEC and Forge should be sent to Jeff Opens Cards. No spaces. Feel free to DM me to work out any extra details and or confirmations. You may need to send a friend request here on Discord, comment in this channel that you're looking at right now, with a simple DM do to help alert me in case I don't see the friend request right away or something. I hope to make the Alpha Crate bulk buy by 11 p.m. Eastern Saturday, tomorrow, February 11th, and the Enhancement Bag buy by 9 p.m. Eastern Sunday, February 12th. Those aren't like fully concrete, so please understand that if you do this, it couldn't be a day or two later than that. We'll see how the demand is and stuff, and if I feel the need to extend it. I mainly have the bag one later on, not the same time as the crate, just give more time that maybe we can hit that 20% threshold, but we'll see. So yeah, depending on interest, this may be extended. If interest is bigger than expected and we end up in the 20% bonus tier for bags, then you will likely end up with more bags than expected if you participated in the bag buy. And if it becomes clear we're going to hit that, I might increase my own buy to help us get there too. At that point, then I might change the parameters for anyone that comes in after that point, just to make it more concise. Have it be more like the enhancement bags where it would be, 5 times 4, 20,000 Forge for 5 + 1 instead. But I don't think we'll get there, but you never know. So I think that's all I have to say. Please share this, get the word out. I'll make sure I say something about it in the Splinterforge Discord as well. And let's see what kind of big bulk buy we can do. Again, I'm mainly doing this because I want to get back on leaderboards, and playing with a naked hero, it's not getting me there anymore. So we got to power up and see how that goes. If you have any questions, please let me know, and share this as well, especially if you're participating in the bag portion, because the more you share this, the more people get into it, the more likely it is that you might get a 20% bonus instead of a 15% bonus. And who doesn't like more stuff for free? I know I do. So that'll do it for me. Please subscribe and smash the like button, and I'll see you next time, whenever and wherever that may be. Where's my mouse?